house servants, be in subjection to your masters with all fear, not only to the good and appropriate, but also to the twisted. For this is acceptable if for conscience toward God anyone is enduring griefs, suffering wrongfully. For what glory is it if, when ye sin and are buffeted for it, ye shall take it patiently? But if, when ye do well and suffer for it, ye shall take it patiently, this is acceptable with God. For into this were ye called, because Anointed also suffered for you, leaving you an example, that ye should follow his steps, who effectuated not sin, neither was guile found in his mouth, who being reviled was not reviling in return, when suffering was threatening not, but was committing himself to the one judging righteously, who his own self bare our sins in his body upon the tree, that we, having died to sins, might live to righteousness, by whose wound ye were healed. For ye were being once going astray like sheep, but are now returned to the shepherd and overseer of your souls. 1 Petro chapter 3. In like manner, ye women, be subjecting yourselves to your own men, so that even some, if they are being disobedient to the word, through the behavior of the women, without a word, they shall be gained. Looking upon your, in fear, pure manner of life, of whom let not the orderly arrangement be being outwardly of braiding of hairs, and of putting around of gold things, or of putting on of garments, but let your orderly arrangement be the hidden man of the heart, in the incorruptible orderly arrangement of the meek and tranquil spirit, which is of great price in the sight of the God. For likewise aforetime the holy women also, who hoped in God, were arranging themselves in order, subjecting themselves to their own men. As Sarah obeyed Abraham, calling him Lord, whose children ye now are, if ye do well, and are not put in fear by any terror. Ye men, in like manner, dwell with your women according to knowledge, bestowing value to the feminine as to a weaker vessel, as being also co-heirs of the grace of life, to the end that your prayers be not hindered. Finally, be ye all like-minded, compassionate, brother-lovers, tender-hearted, humble-minded, not rendering evil for evil, or reviling for reviling, but contrariwise blessing. For hereto ye were called, that ye should inherit a blessing. For he that would love life, and see good days, let him refrain his tongue from evil, and his lips that they speak no guile. And let him turn away from evil, and do good. Let him seek peace, and pursue it. For the eyes of Lord Yahweh are upon the righteous, and his ears to their supplication. But the face of Lord Yahweh is upon them that do evil. And who is he that will badly treat you, if ye be zealous of that which is good? But even if ye should suffer for righteousness' sake, blessed are ye, and fear not their fear, neither be troubled. but sanctify in your hearts the Anointed as Lord, being ready always to give answer to every man that asketh you a reason concerning the hope that is in you, yet with meekness and fear. Having a good conscience, that wherein ye are spoken against, they may be put to shame who revile your good manner of life in Anointed. For it is better, if the will of the God should so will, that ye suffer for well-doing, than for evil-doing. Because Anointed also suffered for sins once, a righteous one for unrighteous ones, that he might bring us to the God, he having been put to death on the one hand by flesh, but on the other hand having been made alive by a spirit, by means of which also he went and preached to the spirits in prison, that aforetime were disobedient, when the long suffering of the God waited in the days of Noah, an ark being prepared, into which few, that is 8 souls, were saved through water, which also after a true likeness doth now save you, even baptism, not the putting away of the filth of the flesh, but the appeal of a good conscience toward God, through a resurrection of Yeshua Anointed, who is at the right hand of the God, having gone into the sky, messengers and authorities and powers being made subject to him. Forasmuch then as Anointed suffered in the flesh, arm ye yourselves also with the same mind, because the one having suffered in flesh hath ceased from sin,